And welcome back. It's taken a little while to get the indicators done and dusted. That's largely because I actually need different resistors. Well, first I needed more resistors, but then different resistors. I did it on the cheap, to be frank. I ordered the cheapest small indicators I could find, and pretty much the smallest resistors, or cheapest resistors I could find. Inevitably, neither were marked with any useful information, which made the whole thing guesswork, and as a result it needed more guesswork to fix. So it's done. I'm happy with the change in look. I do like the lack of indicators, or apparent lack of indicators. I'm not overly convinced that they are actually right, or bright enough, or obvious enough, and I'm definitely going to be thinking about changing them in the future. And if I do change them, the other thing I really hate is the resistors. The wiring is horrible. Some of that's my fault, but you've just got all these extra resistors floating around, and the front indicators are, the wiring is just really ugly because it's obvious. The back's not so bad, it's all hidden, you can't see it, but the front you can, and I don't like it. But it works for now. And I've got quite a few projects that need to happen on the Sportster now, and redoing the indicators is relatively low profile. I've got the parts now to rebuild the front forks, and I've got another package which is nearly with me. For some reason, the US Postal Office, or Parcel Service I should say, decided to route the package, which should have been delivered to Surrey in the UK, to Surrey in British Columbia, and so sent it to Vancouver, which was great. So it then had to come back, or go back to San Francisco, where it was shipped across the Atlantic, and should be with me shortly. I paid the customs charges online, well, not online because I had to ring up. I paid them on Friday, so that should be with me. So that's another project, and that's one I'm definitely looking forward to. The forks, I have a little trepidation about because I've not done them before, and I'm thinking that I don't know how pitted the fork tubes are and how that's all going to work, but we'll find out. Okay, so for now, let's have a quick look at what the bike looks like, and then let's move on to the next project. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here's the bike. Front indicators are on and immensely less visible than they were before. As I mentioned, I'm not entirely sure that's a good thing, and certainly the fronts are down there, so let's just see what they're like. So, as I say, not as bright as I would have liked, to be frank, and frontward visibility is extremely limited. So yeah, not a good thing, I don't think. They work, they're there, and it's a little bit unfair in the bright daylight, but then again, people are going to be seeing them in the bright daylight, so at the moment I think that's a fail, frankly. And the same on this side. I do think some of this is my camera, because they are a bit brighter in real life than they're appearing on here, but even so, still the look I think I'm happy with, but yeah, they've got to change. That's really not working for me, but as I say, I've got more important projects to be working on, and fronts I'm less worried about. The backs are not too bad, although oddly they're the same indicator, but anyway, as
said. Okay, thanks for watching, ride safe, and I will see you soon.